today's video, we're going to be doing more thrifting and decorating, and I'm also going to share with you a few little updates of our garden. I've been working in the garden, my husband and I both have, for the past few weeks. We've been working on this ever since like the beginning of March, so I have several little updates to share, and then we're also going to plant some flowers today, so I hope that you enjoy just seeing all of this. We're going to go thrifting first, and then when we get back here, I'm going to share with you everything that I found when we were thrifting. We're going to decorate with the pieces, and then we're going to get out into the garden. So I hope that you enjoy this, and we'll get started. This vendor mall had so many pieces that spoke to me on this day. I really wish I could have gotten them all, but I had to narrow it down and get what I truly thought that we would use in our home. I loved this little tray that you could use at parties. It had mushrooms, carrots, vegetables on it. So adorable. And then I also spotted this beautiful picture. Actually, my husband brought it up to me. He spotted it first, and he was like, I found something that you are going to absolutely love. And it was that beautiful picture of these children making flower crowns. I had to bring this home, and you will see where we put this later on in the video. I'm going to hang it up in our home and share with you where I put it. My mother-in-law just recently started collecting cookie jars. I really hope she doesn't watch this, but when I spotted this one, I was like, oh my goodness, we have to get her this for Mother's Day. This is the most her in a cookie jar I have ever seen. I cannot wait to give this to her and see her reaction when she opens it. I've seen this pattern several times over the years at different places while I'm thrifting. I always think it's so beautiful. And it's just the most cottage core pattern. If I had more room on my counters, I would have absolutely brought these home. Look at the pink and blue houses. But now we're back home, and I'm gonna jump into the thrift haul. The first piece that I got when we were thrifting at this vendor mall is this huge ironstone pitcher. I still can't get over how big this is. Such a beautiful picture. I have no idea where I'm going to put this yet, but I could not leave this behind. Oh my goodness, look at the crazing and all of the detail. And then it also has this beautiful stamp. I can put a cup of water down in this and then put fresh flowers in it, or of course faux flowers. There's just so much that you can do with these, and I've never found one this big before. Look at the handle, so pretty. So I had to bring that home. And then what should I share next? Honestly, these are some of my most favorite thrift finds of all time, so I'm like, okay, where should I go next? I guess I'll share with you the next ironstone piece because it is just so beautiful. It is this soup tureen, and the reason that I had to get this one is because I have several other pieces of ironstone in this wheat pattern. So as you can see on the lid, it has that wheat design at the top, and I have 2 creamers and 1 large pitcher that has that exact hang on, let me show you up close so you can see what I mean. It has that exact design of the wheat on it. So I was like, oh my goodness, that would just look so beautiful in my hutch with the rest of my collection. And I just love this piece. There is the stamp, I can't remember exactly how much this was since this was last week when I thrifted this, so I'll go back in the haul and I'll put the price on the screen of how much this was. But I love this tureen so much. And then I found this beautiful frame. This is a brass picture frame, and I just thought I could not leave this behind. Look at the floral on it, and it has this little, I feel like this is maybe a wedding photo. It looks like she has on a veil. I want to put this on the gallery wall. I know I've talked so much about that in my last few videos, but it's just like my favorite thing that I've done in our new home so far, because it has added so much character to our living room. And I think I want to put this on, I can't decide which side yet, but I'm going to rearrange it a little bit and add her to that wall. So pretty. This was $10. And then I brought home 2 baskets. The first one is this divided basket. This was $4.99. There are so many ways that you could use this, but I really want to use this at one of our spring get-togethers that we have when we have family over, and put like napkins, spoons, forks in this. I think that would just be so pretty. But again, there's so much you can do with this. I just love when they have little dividers in them. It's such a good size too. It'll hold a lot. And then I got this long basket. I believe it's a bread basket. I love these. I've always wanted to thrift one of these, and I've never found one in a good price range, because normally I feel like these bread baskets are pretty expensive when I see them, and this was only $4, so I got this. I just thought I would put these in here again really quick to give you an example of how I will use it. The very last item that I got for this haul is a big picture. I would try to hold it up, but it's gonna be kind of hard to show on camera with me sitting down, but I will take the camera over and give you a better look at it. It's this beautiful gold frame. Oh, there we go. You can actually see it pretty good. And it stole my heart because of the beautiful scene on this. So this, I'm thinking, is gonna go in the dining room. I have a wall in there that I've been trying to find artwork to go on. So this is gonna help liven it up and just make it feel so beautiful in there for spring, and just add that cottage charm into the dining room. So I can't wait to share how that looks with you. And that is everything that I found on this little thrift trip. I love going to those vendor malls and seeing what I can find at the booths. They are just so fun to dig through and to see what treasures that we can find. So now we're going to get ready to head outside and do a little bit of gardening. I'm so excited to share with you all just the beautiful April views. It is so gorgeous outside. But before we head out there, I want to thank FabFitFun for partnering with me on this video. I'm so extremely thankful for all of the opportunities I've had lately and the brands that have wanted to work with me on my videos. It just means so much. And FabFitFun is something I've been wanting to try for a while now, so I'm very excited to share with you everything that I got in my FabFitFun box for summer. This is the summer 2025 box, so we're gonna go through everything and I'm gonna share with you what I picked out. If you haven't heard of FabFitFun before, they are a lifestyle subscription where you get to pick 6 products per season from top brands across beauty, fashion, home, wellness, skincare, and more. And I love that you get to customize each of your boxes. When I found out that you get to choose exactly what goes into your box each season, I was like, okay, I definitely want to try that out, because that way I know I'm getting items that truly fit into my lifestyle that I will use. So I can't wait to share with you what I picked out for summer. The first item that I'm so excited about is this straw visor. This is so beautiful. This is by the brand Beach Riot. This straw visor retails for $78, and I can't wait to wear this out in the garden. This is going to be so perfect for this spring and summer. I know I'm going to get so much use out of this. I was so excited when I saw that this was one of the options because I'm going to be wearing this non-stop with all the time I'm going to be spending outside these next few months. I love that this will protect my face from the sun, and it's just so adorable. So I was excited about that. And then the next thing that I got is this Turkish 100% cotton towel. This beautiful towel. It was so hard to choose because they also had a straw bag that would have been so perfect for the summer. But I already have a straw bag that I thrifted that I really love. So I was like, okay, I don't really need another big straw bag. However, I do need more beach towels, and especially not even for the beach, but for using outside. I can set this in the grass and have a little picnic outside. I use my beach towels outside a lot in the summer, not only for going to the beach, but also just for stuff around here. This is a 38 by 73 inch towel, and it retailed alone for $50. I love all the colors in it. I can't wait to spread it out and see what it looks like, but the reason that I picked it is also because of all the beautiful colors. I just love those pretty pinks and blues. So the next item is this airy, low-key, long line sports bra. It's in my favorite blue color. How pretty is this? Oh my goodness. And this retailed for $39.95. I cannot believe that we got to pick something from Aerie for the summer box. Again, just look at the blue, so pretty. Okay, and then the next thing I'm also very excited about, this is a item from Thrive Cosmetics. I've wanted to try Thrive Cosmetics for so long because of their really good ingredients. This product retails for $26. This is their liquid lip treatment balm in vanilla swirl. I cannot wait to try this out. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what it smells like. I love any sort of lip balm or lip gloss. It's what I wear every single day. And oh my goodness, the packaging is so pretty. I love that. Oh my goodness, it smells like a vanilla cupcake. That smells so good. Or some sort of like just vanilla cake is what that smells like to me. Oh my goodness. And then I had to get, of course, a sunscreen for this summer. I was on a mission already this year to find one that has better ingredients. This is the Basque 30 SPF lotion. I can't wait to try this out. It is vegan, cruelty-free, paraben and sulfate free. It's also free of those two ingredients that are typically in sunscreens, so I cannot wait to try this. Okay, the very last item in my box is this Earth Harbor Siren Silk Bio Retinol Hydration Cream. This retails alone for $52, and I am so excited to try this. I've been in the market for a hydration cream like this for so long, and I really just had no idea what to try. So I love that this was included in the summer box. I also love all of the ingredients that are in it. It says that it's a multitasking 4-in-1 treatment cream that powerfully hydrates, resurfaces, rejuvenates, and softens fine lines. It offers a gentle, dewy symphony for your skin. So that sounds amazing. So if you are interested in FabFitFun, I will have their site linked down below in my description box, and I highly recommend checking them out because even this visor alone retailed for over the price that I paid for the entire box. If you use my code, you can get a free gift valued at over $200 with a new annual membership. And that way you can get first dibs at choosing the products that go in your box each season. You also get earlier shipping and access to flash sales. But if you want to sign up as a seasonal member, you can also get 20% off of your first box. Each season's box has a value of up to $350, and when you use my code, your first box is only $55.99. So I will have all of that linked down below. And thank you again so much, FabFitFun, for partnering with me today on this video. Okay, let's start decorating with some of the pieces that we brought home today. I'm so excited to get this picture added to our gallery wall. I have not hung it up yet because I just haven't had time to fully focus on this wall, and I want to work on the placement still. I think that she's a little bit too small to go under this blue boy picture. So once I have time to dedicate to working on this wall, I want to get her hung up, but I think she's gonna just match the other frames beautifully. It's one of the most beautiful vintage frames I've ever thrifted, so I can't wait to get that hung up. I also had to give you an up close of this picture. It's so beautiful. I don't have it styled yet because I need to get some flowers to put in it and figure out where I want it to go, but I had to share with you what it looks like up close. It's so pretty. And then I'm gonna add this ironstone terrine to my green hutch that I just recently painted. The last time you all saw this hutch, it was still the color of what it was when I bought it, that cream color. And ever since we moved in, I have really been wanting to paint this piece. I knew that I didn't love it up against the white walls, and I had this green paint. It's called Seedling by Benjamin Moore. I've had this for a long time, and I decided to go ahead and paint this hutch a few weeks ago, and I'm finally sharing it. I love how it just really brightened up the whole dining room. I also changed the curtains in here, which made a huge difference. I raised the rod and I added lace curtains that I already had, and it feels so much more bright and springy than the blue curtains. I'm super happy with that change. And I also love our new picture over here on the wall. It just fit perfect there. The colors match, and it just adds so much character over here into our dining room. Now we're gonna head outside and I'm gonna share with you our garden. This is our very first garden in our new home, and I'm so excited to share with you what we've done so far. I'm so excited to share with you a few glimpses of us creating our dream garden space here at our new home. So the previous owner had her garden here. She had a small wire fence, and we knew when we moved in that we wanted to double the size of the garden that was already there and put in raised beds, and we also wanted to build a more sturdy fence. So the first job we started on at the beginning of March was putting up the fence. And then in the weeks to follow, my husband worked on getting all of the grass took up. This was a super hard job, and I'm so thankful that he did this, but we really wanted to put mulch down here so that we wouldn't have to mow on the inside of our fence. It would just be mulched, and then also have a stone path to walk on. We are so thankful that we decided to go with the mulch. It's been done for several weeks now, and the thing that I love most about it is not only how beautiful it looks, but it's also very easy to maintain. And I also wanted to mention that for the first year, we decided to only do half of the fence. You'll see what I mean at the end of the video when I share with you the reveal. For right now, it's just to make it look pretty, and it helps to section the garden off from the rest of the yard. And then next year, once we save up for it, we will go back in and add the back half of the fence. We knew that we wouldn't be able to do the whole fence our first year here, but we still really wanted to go ahead and put up the front half because that's the part that connects to the yard, and it helps to section off our garden, and I think it looks so pretty. I'm really happy that we went ahead and got the first part of the fence put up, because at first I didn't know if we were going to do any of it, and I just am in love with my little picket fence. So as you saw, we picked out our stones from Lowe's. It was so hard to decide because there were a ton of options, but I really loved these gray stones. We're going to get enough to go around the whole garden, so we're going to have a path that goes around each of the garden beds, and then it also will lead over to our little seating area. And then now I'm planting this plant called Cat's Pajamas. I love this. It's gonna get tall. It's this beautiful purple flower, and I can't wait to see what this looks like when it gets bigger. I also planted 2 roses, a pink hydrangea, and I'll give you a tour of everything I planted later in the video, but I'm just really excited about this. I wanted to do some perennials in the ground that I knew would come back and flourish year after year. There's even a few more that I have in mind that I want to add, but I'm really happy with what we were able to get planted so far. I decided to do my herbs in pots this year. I love the terracotta pots and how they look in this cottage garden, so I wanted to have it full of herbs. I love to cook with these so much, so it was really important to me that I had one of each of my favorite herbs. I might eventually do these in the ground in the garden, but for now I'm really enjoying having them in pots where I can move them around if I want to. And then we're gonna work on the flower bed. This bed we had at our previous house, and I knew that I wanted to fill it with flowers again here in our new home, so I'm planting zinnias. I also planted cosmos, a few snapdragons, and then also a few dahlias. Those are some of my favorites, so I wanted to add just a bunch of flowers that would make this a beautiful cottage flower garden. I also added a few basil plants into here because I just love basil, and I have not only a pot of it, but I also have it in this bed because it's one of my favorite herbs and I love to cook with it and add it to our spaghetti and pizza. So I wanted to have lots and lots of basil, and that is how our little flower bed is looking. Oh my goodness, these flowers just make me so happy. Now it is time to add in some furniture and decorate the garden a little bit. I have so many plans for this space. I want to be on the hunt for a bistro set, but for right now we're going to use this set that we have had for a few years. It's a really good size for in here and it makes a really good spot to sit. I also want to be on the hunt for a bird bath for the garden and several other little decorative pieces, but for now I love how it is coming together. I've also always wanted to make a fairy garden, so this has been so fun to create. I've just found these pieces at the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General over the last few weeks, and I love how it's coming together. I just love how this looks in here, nestled into the flower garden. It is finally time for me to share with you a tour of our garden. I'm so excited to share with you everything that we've done so far. I still think we're going to add a gate right here to the front, and then we're also eventually going to go around the whole garden with a fence, but for this year we just did half, and then we will save up for the rest of the fence and do that next year. I got this hanging basket here from Tractor Supply and I put it on this shepherd's hook. I wanted to line the garden with flowers, and I found these at Walmart on clearance for $5, and these do really well in full sun. So I just did all different pots along the fence on each side full of these. I was so excited when I found them. After I repotted them, it just brought them back to life. So I think that looks really pretty along the edges. This bed here was actually a wooden shipping crate that one of my husband's friends asked us if we wanted to use as a garden bed. So we were like, oh my gosh, yes, that's perfect because it's already built. So they brought it in here, and then my husband used this wood that was here when we moved in to this house. It was just left here. He decided to add this cedar wood as like a trim to the box just to make it look a little bit better. And I think it looks so pretty. He still needs to trim the edges on this side and the back. But we have to cut more pieces before we do that. But I think it looks so pretty. We have our tomatoes in this. And then he also built, oh, and our onions. He also built this box that is going to be for our potatoes. They're already starting to sprout. And as the potatoes grow, we will fill this with more and more dirt. And then we'll continue to add boards to the top and fill it. And then this will be just a whole box full of, hopefully, our potatoes. So I love that idea. And then I decided to do all of my herbs in pots this year. My mother-in-law got me these adorable little stones, and then I found these wooden signs from the Dollar General. I just need to find one that says thyme still and parsley. And then I also decided to do a few tomatoes in pots this year. This is a lemon boy. And then I also did my cucumber in a pot. I've already been getting 1 to 2 cucumbers off of this a day, which is just so exciting. I love that little cucumber. I might also get a trellis for that. There's still just so many things we want to do, but this is just the beginning. Oh, I need to trim my chives today. I made a breakfast casserole and I want to come trim some of these to go on top of that this morning. And then our little kitty is down here. Hi, baby. He loves the garden so much. He loves to be in here all the time. And then this box we had at the previous house, and I knew that I for sure wanted to make this my little flower garden with all the flowers in it. So I planted some onions. These are just green onions around the border. I also did basil, my zinnias, cosmos, and this gorgeous dahlia. I have a few dahlias, but this one is the only one that has bloomed so far. This one is about to. But how pretty is this? Oh my gosh. So pretty. I got some little decorations. This is from Lowe's. I love this little mushroom. And then I got my little fairy garden all set up. I got all of that from the Dollar Tree. And then I found this little turtle here at the Dollar General too. They have so much cute garden stuff. I cannot wait to get more stones. That's going to be a project probably for next week. This is my little seating area, and my dream for this space is to get a cast iron like bistro set. I've seen them so many times thrifting. You probably remember in one of my videos last year I mentioned that it would be my dream to have one of those in a garden space one day, and I had no idea at all that we would actually have a garden space a year later that I could actually put one in. So I'm gonna be thrifting soon for one of those to hopefully get one to go here. And then I found this on clearance at Walmart again for $5. All these little succulents. So I just had to get that. I put it in this terracotta pot. And then this section is not done. I still have so many plans for this. We ran out of mulch, so I still have to get more mulch to go in here, but I got this Queen Elizabeth rose, so hopefully this will climb up the fence right here and be so pretty. We need to get more mulch to fill all of this in back here. I got this, it's called Cat's Pajamas, which I thought was such a cute name, and it's gonna be like big and purple and fill in this whole area. I have this pretty pink dianthus. I need to trim it up a little bit, but I thought that would be so pretty here. And then I also have another rose. I have some English daisies and then this really pretty pink hydrangea. I really wish we could have had this area finished before I did this tour, because this is all going to look so pretty on this side once it's finished, and we have more mulch and it's more filled in. But for now, that is how the garden is looking so far. I can't wait to get this little seating area complete too once I find a bistro set, and just make it all beautiful in here for spending so much time this summer. I really hope that you all enjoyed seeing a glimpse into our cottage garden. I also had to insert this clip because I'm in love with looking out the kitchen window and being able to see the garden. It just makes me so happy. And like I keep saying, we have so many plans for this space and so much more we want to do. So stay tuned. I will share the progress of everything over the next few weeks and on into summer as we continue to add to our cottage garden. But thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed thrifting and also gardening along with me today. And I will see you in my very next video.